The rain lashed against the windows of a small cottage in South Salem, New York, on the night of January 31, 1982, mirroring the storm brewing inside the marriage of a real estate heir and his beautiful young wife. Kathleen McCormick Durst, a medical student just months away from her degree, walked through that door after a tense dinner party, never to be seen again. Her disappearance would spark a 4-decade-long odyssey of wealth, power, and a trail of bodies that would eventually lead to one of the most eccentric and chilling figures in American criminal history. This is the mystery of the woman who vanished into the shadows of a dynasty, and the man who almost got away with everything. Before we dive deeper into this chilling mystery, please take a quick moment to comment your theories below, like this video, share it with your fellow true crime enthusiasts, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes of the Calendar of Crime. Your support helps us keep these stories alive. The night began in Newtown, Connecticut, where Kathleen attended a dinner party at a friend's house. Witnesses recalled she was agitated, dressed in sweatpants under a coat, a stark contrast to the polished image of a Manhattan socialite. A phone call from her husband, Robert Durst, prompted her abrupt departure. As she left, she whispered a haunting warning to her friend. "If anything happens to me, don't let Bobby get away with it." These would be some of the last words she ever spoke to anyone outside the Durst inner circle. Robert Durst's account of that night was a shifting mosaic of contradictions. He initially told investigators he had driven Kathleen to the Catona train station so she could return to their Manhattan apartment. He claimed he saw her board the 9:15 p.m. train and later spoke to her by phone. However, logs and witness statements soon tore holes in this narrative. The timeline didn't fit, and the person who supposedly called the medical school the next morning to report Kathleen sick was likely not Kathleen at all, but a friend of Robert's playing a deadly part in a cover-up. For 5 days, Robert remained silent, never reporting his wife missing until her family began to panic. When the investigation finally began, it was met with the formidable wall of the Durst family's influence. Robert was the heir to a billion-dollar real estate empire, and in the early 1980s, that kind of power could buy a lot of silence. While Kathleen's family searched woods and lakes, Robert was seen disposing of her possessions and cleaning their home with clinical precision. The case went cold for nearly 20 years, but the ghost of Kathleen Durst never truly rested. In 2000, as New York authorities reopened the investigation, a key witness and longtime friend of Robert, Susan Berman, was found executed in her Los Angeles home. She had been the one person who knew the secrets of that 1982 disappearance, and she was silenced just days before she was set to speak with police. The trail of blood was growing longer, and it was leading straight back to the eccentric millionaire. The final act of this tragedy took place in a run-down apartment in Galveston, Texas, where Robert Durst had been living in disguise as a mute woman. After the dismembered remains of his neighbor, Morris Black, were found floating in the bay, Robert was arrested. In a trial that shocked the nation, he admitted to the killing and dismemberment, but claimed self-defense, and he was acquitted. It seemed the Durst luck would never run out, until a documentary crew captured a hot mic confession that changed everything. "What the hell did I do?" Killed them all, of course. Kathleen Durst was never found, and her husband died in prison before he could ever be convicted of her specific murder. Yet, her legacy remains a testament to the victims of domestic violence who are silenced by wealth and status. The cottage in South Salem still stands, a silent witness to whatever happened in those final, dark hours of January 1982. The calendar has turned many times since then, but for Kathleen, time stopped on that cold winter night. Before we conclude, please remember to comment your thoughts on the Durst case. Like this video, share it, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes of the Calendar of Crime. Every interaction helps us bring justice to the forgotten. Thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for future episodes from the Calendar of Crime.